Hey, just got an email from a volunteer, and she expressed a sentiment that, interestingly enough, we hear this feedback all the time. Um, Now, we're a small team of five covering 2 states, so certainly we don't catch every email and every call, and don't always respond to every voicemail, though we make our effort. Um, but this is a sentiment in recent years, I guess, that we've just heard consistently. And this volunteer, who's very passionate and really has some interesting ideas of how to get involved with the fight, reached out earlier this week, and we followed up on times and schedules, and she just gave a response and was just so thankful just to get a response, which is like so interesting. I know in our digital age, phone correspondence and even email correspondence is just seems to have a linear decline from a communication standpoint. But she was just really grateful for the response, and we're coordinating a time to have most likely a Zoom call. But you know what? I mean, that's a common statement we get from people we meet with. Wow, you're the only people that I reached out to that actually gave a response. Someone reaches out. I tried all the organizations I could find. I tried anyone connected to this I could find. No one would follow up with me. You are the only ones that got back to me, which I don't know what that's about. That's interesting. But I've heard it from former special operators, people in the military veteran community, people interested in volunteering like this woman. I've heard it from phone operators from the National Human Trafficking Hotline. They've told us this. We're the only ones that picked up the phone. Heard it from survivors of trafficking and exploitation that are calling us. I've had a sheriff's deputy at 1 a.m. tell me that. I've had police officers in the late night hours tell me that. We're the only ones that answered. They were surprised that we answered. I don't mean to brag, but that's an interesting thing, and it gives me context for maybe the lack of response. We know there's an extreme lack of response in this anti-trafficking, this counter-trafficking movement. As I've said many times, they estimate only 99% of victims are even identified. I'm sorry, only 1%. So therefore, 99% of victims aren't identified. Only 1% are even identified, much less receiving services. And it's just interesting with so much, the conferences, the events, other groups out there, so few that will answer the phone and respond with timely response. But I've noticed it too, as I've looked at other organizations' websites. Very few actually have a phone number on the website. But anyway, so yeah, if you're listening to this and we didn't respond to an email, or we didn't correspond quickly enough, I apologize. That we do that too. But I am encouraged to hear this feedback from so many different people across different spectrum and pieces of this work, from law enforcement to volunteers to survivors themselves, that the response is one of appreciation and almost surprise that we got back to them and we answered as quickly as we did. So that's interesting to me. And it motivates you to try to continue to stay available. It's not easy running a hotline with such a small team. We are quote unquote 24/7, but we do sleep, and we do our best to take calls. And we want to keep going and keep doing that, and also have something to offer, which is also a challenge, to consistently have a place to offer. But the Lord makes a way. He keeps providing a way, case by case, day by day, and we're thankful. We're thankful to be able to participate, and we're thankful for you for watching this and caring enough to watch this long in and be interested. For those of you that donate and help put gas in the tank and cover the hotel rooms and cover the staff that can case manage and care for these individuals, it's a blessing. But anyway, thank you for the support, and I'd encourage all of us, sometimes pick up the phone. Or follow up with that voicemail or text. Somebody may need you. They may have been filled with unanswered correspondence, and your response may mean more than you know. Thank you for listening. We love you. God bless.